Now I would like to invite our chief guest, the present chairman of ICTA and co-founder and managing director of IFS, Mr. Jayantha de Silva, who has over 30 years of experience in the IT industry and who has extensive exposure in national policymaking and strategies for knowledge services, with hands-on experience and large projects globally. He is also a founder member and former chairman of SLASCOM and former chairman of the Software Exporters Association. We would like to invite you to talk to us now.
Madam Samaranaik, really honored to have you here today. Aruni and dear friends, let me first thank you for inviting us. And I had a lot of stories about the past, how it was done, and what ICTA's involved is. So from the start, I would say that we would be very happy to engage ourselves, collaborate with you, obviously in the future direction, which is a prime importance to the country. I would rather now talk rather than a technology guy or anything. I'd rather talk as a user because most of my time I've worked in private sector. I would just give you one small story here. I come from a very agricultural background, and my first job, I would say, is not IT, agriculture. So I was very keen in agriculture, and at one time the country was shifting from the traditional paddy to cash crops, right? So we used to grow soybeans, gherkins, special kind of plantains to export, madam. So the biggest problem that I as a farmer faced was, the risk that was involved in this type, because it was a huge cost, not like paddy. So I was planning and I was supporting the Agriculture Insurance Board a lot. So when we started, I was partly doing the programs. I was basically a programmer, starting with, Professor Samarnak, who has helped me a lot, right? So did this program and my wife happened to work at Agriculture Insurance Board. So they were asking me to help them. Once we did it, our biggest problem was the certificate was coming in English. And Rambanda or Mutubanda couldn't understand anything of this, So obviously, as a user, I wanted we could pre-print it, right? There's no problem. We could pre-print the receipt, but the name at least, because they were clueless about this. I was very keen to sort of print it in Sinhala. I went all around, met Samarnak as usual, right? Couldn't do anything. But as you said, Mr. Mahanama, right, was one of the guys who helped me there. I was part of the programming team, and we did the transliteration at that time, So we had a lot of problems creating the libraries, the programs were not that strong. But somehow, we managed to do it with a lot of challenges. So we were very proud of it. Coming in Sinhala, first time in history, a receipt is coming in Sinhala. The certificate of the insurance for the farmer is coming in Sinhala. So I arranged a huge do. I was very happy about it, very proud at Elphinstone. So they said, you must invite the big shots of the country. I don't want to tell the name. So I went and invited one of the big boys in the country as the chief guest. So he asked me what? So I said, sir, first time we are printing in Sinhala. So he said, so what? So I got so demoralized, after doing everything, the head, top guy saying, so what? But anyway, I didn't give up, invited him. And of course, my wife was in the audience. And so I was very proud, took the first printout, gave that person chief case, he just took it and threw it, right? So this is what, the people thought of Sinhala or Tamil. So, with I can imagine the hardships that you would have gone, and I really congratulate all of you, right? And I'm very proud that ICTA has been part of it. We know there is a huge collaboration that we can in future. There are a lot of other things to do here. So as ICTA, I mean, we would be very pleased to be part of this. And further, I would say that we are getting all the stakeholders of IT into one group, like, SLASCOM, FITIS, BCAs, Computer Society. So we would like all of you to come into one single forum where we have a window to talk to the government and push them in the policies that we know, and for the government to support us. So I would like for us to build a strong collaboration with you and ICTA, and I know that that can be very useful and can be productive to all of us. So I again congratulate Varuni. I read your book. Aruni, sorry. Aruni, I read your book. I think met you long ago in Syntech. I have come there several times to meet Professor Samarnaik, who helped me a lot in my career. And I work for a Swedish company. And finally, the last, madam, if you don't know, you may not know, I did the final presentation slides for Professor Samarnaik to do it at Sweden, right? So I was very close to him, right? So thank you again, and I congratulate all of you and wish you all the best. And let's work together in the future. Thank you again.